Hey guys, it's Destiny, and today I wanted to talk about Jingliu's signature light cone now that it's been revealed. And I wanted to go over the value of her light cone, alternatives you can use, if this light cone is possibly good on other characters of the destruction class, and so on. If you guys enjoy videos like these, make sure to subscribe, and if you leave a like, you'll have a higher chance of winning your next 50-50. Without further ado though, let's get straight into it. So I wanted to begin with an overview of Jingliu's light cone. Jingliu's light cone is called I Shall Be My Own Sword, which I kind of love that name. It's really cool. And this gives the wearer an additional amount of crit damage, which is 20% just for equipping the light cone. And the light cone has a unique effect as well called Eclipse, which is very fitting due to Jingliu's lunar moon-like aesthetic. At S1 though, Eclipse can give a maximum increase for the wearer's damage of 42% with the maximum stacks, which is 3 stacks. You get 1 stack each time an ally is attacked or an ally loses health. Each stack gives 14% damage increase for your next attack. And then when you have all 3 stacks, you will also additionally ignore 12% of an enemy's defense, which after that the Eclipse effects will be dispelled. This light cone can easily give the wearer a bunch of additional damage output with the Eclipse effect, plus the additional crit damage is a huge bonus. You guys may be wondering the best way to get the Eclipse stacks, which honestly, based on how Jingliu's kit works, and the fact that she's able to drain health from allies in her Mars-struck form, this will allow you to get a bunch of these Eclipse stacks because of the fact that she's draining health from an ally, which is one of the requirements for getting a stack for Eclipse. So you should be easily able to get the maximum stacks of Eclipse with how her skill kit operates. And then when you also ignore the defense of an enemy when all stacks are accumulated for an attack, this will also be really beneficial and really strong. As for the light cone value though, as I just said, based on how it'll operate on Jingliu, this light cone looks very powerful. This light cone can also benefit other characters as well, in my opinion. So let's just say you have this light cone equipped on another destruction class character. There are ways to make other characters have a higher likelihood of being hit, which is Lynx's skill, for example, Fire MC's taunting abilities, Clara being able to increase her likelihood of being hit herself with her ultimate, and so on. You can use a character like Lynx and use her skill to attempt to direct damage that enemies may deal to an ally, and when this ally of course loses health or gets attacked, then this will buff up whichever character is holding the light cone. Since the light cone mentions being attacked and not just losing health, I would assume that if you use a character like March 7th and put on a shield on an ally to increase their chances of being hit, this can also allow for a stack of Eclipse to occur, assuming that the wording of the light cone is correct. In the case of you just get hit, then it'll result in a stack for whoever the wearer is. So the reason why I'm mentioning characters like Lynx and characters like March, while the requirement only seems to be you need to get hit or lose health, the reason I'm mentioning these characters is because let's say there's another character on your team that has really good defensive stats. I'm being able to take the hits instead of the entire team, unless I guess you're fighting an AoE scenario, then it's a bit different. But let's say it's a single target enemy and you really want to direct the damage to a different teammate so they are able to tank those hits. And this will allow for the team's survivability also to be pretty good in my opinion, because let's say you want to redirect everything on Japard. Well, Japard already has pretty good likelihood of being hit because of his kit. Since Japard has a bunch of defense, this is pretty good overall, because then you could just tank the hit and then you still will be able to get that damage increase. So overall, this light cone looks really good. And for the banner's value itself, the light cone banner obviously has the signature 5-star light cone alongside Eyes of the Prey, Memories of the Past, and Make the World Clamor. The 4-star light cones on the banner are decent, but I wouldn't say they're extraordinary when it comes to value in comparison to other banners that we've had for light cones, especially when it comes to 4-star light cones in general. In the case where these light cones can be really good though and useful, Eyes of the Prey is a good light cone for characters who value effect hit rate, and they also value taking advantage of damage over time. On this light cone, you can see that Sampo is on the art, which Sampo heavily takes advantage of this light cone. I use this light cone personally on my own Sampo. It's pretty good. Any character that also values effect hit rate and just being able to increase their damage over time, this is just really good overall for characters that are damage over time centric and also have base chances in their skill kits, because now the effect hit rate will allow you to have a higher likelihood of actually landing whatever that damage over time infliction might be. As for Memories of the Past though, this light cone increases the break effect of a Harmony character, and also the wearer can regenerate energy at a faster rate. This could be pretty nice, especially on a character like Asta if you decide to run Asta with break. Asta's pretty nice overall with her skill, and possibly being able to break enemies, so that's a choice as well. I will say though, this Lycone has really tough competition when it comes to other Lycone options like Dance Dance Dance. The planetary Lycone also exists, which this Lycone will likely be really good as a combination of Asta plus Topaz. But this Lycone can still be very useful, memories of the past that is, for achieving those really high amounts of break effect on a character and just break harmony builds on characters. As for the final 4-star Lycone, Make the World Clamor, this is good for increased energy at the start of battle, and it's also mainly nice for additional ultimate damage. But overall, when it comes to the Lycone banner itself, it's an alright banner in my personal opinion, but the 5-star Lycone looks really promising for sure. The last thing I wanted to talk about is some recommendations on possible alternative Lycones if you cannot get the signature Lycone. If you cannot get the signature Lycone, what other Lycones can you use? I have no doubt that her signature will easily be her best in slot by a very good amount, but you can consider using Lycones like On the Fall of an Aeon, which will increase the wearer's attack within battle by a good stackable amount, and also be able to increase the damage of the wearer when they weakness break enemies. This Lycone is especially nice because you can get it for free in the Hertz shop from Simulated Universe. You can max it out. So it definitely has really good potential, especially for our destruction characters. Majority of them take advantage of this Lycone, since it's a really good free-to-play option as well. And of course, I'm sure this will be a great alternative for Jingliu. You can use Clara's Lycone too, and a Sacred Vow on Jingliu if you have those options as well. Clara's is great for an attack increase and damage increase in battle, and also passive healing whenever you're hit or defeat an enemy. A Secret Vow is great for a damage increase. The only thing that sucks about this is that you likely won't be able to trigger the secondary effect of a Secret Vow on Jingliu, like the way that Blade and Arlen can. The other destruction Lycones are really good as well, but I thought I'd recommend my top picks for alternatives based on what they do and also what they can provide for Jingliu as a whole. So for those wondering, should you go for Jingliu's Lycone? If you plan to go for her and have spare Stellar Jades for her Lycone, based off what this looks like it'll do and just this raw power of it, I definitely recommend this Lycone based on what we can see so far. I'm sure this Lycone can also be good on other characters as well, depending also how you go about your team comps, supporting your main damage dealer overall. It's just a nice way to get a lot of damage increases on a character. So I feel like all destruction class characters can possibly take advantage of this in some way or form. At the end of the day, I definitely give this Lycone the moon stamp of approval for its design and also the power it will give our Ice Queen Jingliu. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys plan to pull Jingliu's Lycone and what you guys think about it. Lastly, make sure to subscribe to see more style content from me, leave a like to support the video, and also I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. I hope all of you have a great one like always. Peace.